Connecting.
Well, the Twitch never said we were offline, and like.
Yeah, neither did this. My laptop didn't say it either.
Yeah, neither did my computer. Whatever. No, when he walked away, everything was like, we can't connect to Google Docs, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty obvious. I saw it. I knew it immediately happened. I looked over there. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, oh no, Kenneth is the internet. But yeah. Not sure if you guys caught the end of that, but basically, yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bad day if that gets approved. But move to the internet, folks. Screw your local, etc., news station. So, Salon magazine mines crypto cash with readers' PCs. The news organizations have tried many novel ways to make readers pay, but this idea is simply the most audacious one yet. If a reader chooses to block its advertising, the U.S. publication Salon will use that person's computer to mine for Monero, a cryptocurrency similar to Bitcoin.
So, my question is to you, how much is Monero even worth? Why are all of these miners specifically Monero? Is that the only thing that they can use shitty...
Probably because Monero probably uses some kind of Java or some mobile, whatever the hell.
You know what's bothering me? There's an app on my phone that fucking plays ads even though I don't see them. Sound starts coming out of my phone.
Monero's worth a good amount.
Is it?
About $300 a coin.
With all of these fucking stories, maybe it's good to invest in Monero. What does it look like? Oh, a massive spike, but that's because of all the Bitcoin, I'm sure.
On the rise.
Did it go back down? Looks like it went down, and then it's back on the rise again.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all these fucking... Because this is I want to say the fifth story we've covered around the paths like this, or that I've seen. It's continuing to pop up a lot. I feel like this is going to be the future. We're going to get adsless browsing. I think the problem is because everybody, has ad blocker. And
actually,
people are realizing that.
I don't know. Are we covering it? We're not. But actually, today, Google has released their built-in ad blocker.
So Google now has a built-in ad blocker? I bet it won't block YouTube ads, though.
Well, probably not, no. But they're blocking ads that don't conform to the better web advertising standards.
What advertising standards are those?
Basically, it doesn't take over your window, doesn't force you to scroll to get past it. It doesn't make pop-ups or just autoplay videos, things like that. It's a very narrow subset of these are good ads, these are acceptable ads because they don't do shit.
They're non-intrusive, basically. Yeah. That's interesting. I wonder how effective it's going to be.
Apparently,
it's Google and it's their platform.
It's very effective. Huh. From what they're saying,
is it an extension or is it going to be included?
It's built in.
Browser? Is it for their new browser, the 64-bit, or is
this browser, and even on the mobile browser too, you'll get the notifications. Nice. It'll be added then blocked.
That's fucking great. So I wonder if that'll work for all my porn sites now.
Probably. Yeah.
Or if it'll work for all those sites that you click on that the teachers the whole you have a virus site those things. And then I don't know. That'd be good. Because those are really annoying and they're everywhere.
Yeah. Hell, even fucking AdBlock doesn't stop those.
Because you click on the link and the link just goes straight to it. That's what it is. Even though the links don't look fishy, the links just go to an auto redirect script that goes to it.
Yep. So, creating new tokens of cryptocurrency typically requires complex calculations that use lots of computing power.
Yep.
Salon told the readers, we intend to use a small percentage
That's what everybody says.
of your spare processing power to contribute to the advancement of technological discovery, evolution, and innovation.
Who's the first person to use it? I think the first story we actually covered of anybody prominent doing it was fucking Pirate Bay, but they were testing originally. But however, they made it destroy people's computers. They made it 80% or whatever CPU usage.
Yeah, show the, is it the picture or the link?
This is a picture. This thing. This thing?
Yeah, sure, show that. So that's the ad notification that comes up if you're blocking them.
Which everybody has now, because again, like I said, everybody's realizing that everybody's blocking ads and they're trying to continue to piss everybody off and make money.
Okay, back to us.
Suppress ads beta by using an unused computer. Yeah. So instead of like saying no, I like places that let you, they're like, you could just say no, and it's just like, no. That needs to be my thing instead of the.
You know what's even better? Places that don't have ads to begin with.
Yeah,
and yet they still come up with the pop-up and be like, "Hey, we don't put ads on our site, but I see you're using an ad blocker."
Jeez, is that something that happens?
Yeah, it happens a lot on the news sites I look at. It's like I see you have an ad blocker. Well, we don't use ads, so good on you. The site is making use of CoinHive, a controversial mining tool that was recently used in an attack involving government websites in the UK, US, and elsewhere. However, unlike that incident where hackers took control of visitors' computers to mine cryptocurrency, Salon notifies users and requires them to agree before the tool begins mining.
A lot of people are just going to read that. They're like, alright, let's just not do ads.
Yep. So I've opted into Salon's, this is a quote, I've opted into Salon's new revenue model for using CoinHive, wrote security researcher Troy Mersh.
I think it's Mersh. I don't know. Mersh or Mersh.
100% of my CPU is now being used by them to mine cryptocurrency. As my computer slows to a crawl and begins to heat up, I struggle to navigate their website.
I agree. Therefore, they're just like, alright, turn it up to fucking, crank that bitch up to 11.
Yeah. Hey, the slower it moves, the longer you have to stay on their website,
That's
the more
true,
you mine.
The more they mine. Yeah, the more you mine. So.
It all plays into itself.
Yep.
Several publications have experimented with ways around this. The most successful being complete paywalls, where users must pay a subscription to access the site, or metered systems where after a certain number of articles are accessed, the user must pay to continue reading on.
I think that's okay. The Tribune does that. My family, like you said, they fucking have a number of publications that are on mostly free.
Yeah.
But my family was telling me, and I brought that to them, and they're just like, well, there's a lot of stuff that's cut out of them. Like some of them are super short.
Like some of them have like multiple paragraphs.
But basically,
but I mean, you get the gist of the story, which is the problem.
Which is nice. Well, no, it's not. It's a problem if we're trying to make money. It's good for being a proper hometown newspaper that actually gives a shit about the community.
Unlike the Tribune.
Yes.
You get maybe a sentence.
Yeah, but that's what you get for their story. That's their normal stories and shit. So,
yeah.
But no, and so it's both good and bad. I'm sure it makes a lot of the older people happy. But I still see so much massive support for the Tribune and zero support for my family's newspaper. Like people don't even know it exists. Still.
I didn't know it existed.
Hey, dude, you've known for as long as you've known me.
No, I haven't. I mean,
as long as you've known me since I've existed in your life again, as coworkers. Yeah. Well, that's because they only recently started it up like a couple years ago. It's only been. I think 2 years.
Oh, well. I guess that's why.
Yeah. But I'm saying, it's in places where old people go to buy newspapers. I mean, there's a rack next to the Tribune's rack in most of the corner stores around Bay City. You can go to any corner store and buy it. I think.
Why would I buy it?
I don't know, because you keep coming over and stealing for free, and then you're also taking eggs for free. Although cake would be nice. Make me an Oreo. Tell your mom. I don't know. I was gonna say,
what do you want?
Make me an entire Oreo cheesecake. That was so good.
Done.
Okay, that was great.
Although I don't even use eggs. I don't even use eggs.
Yeah, I know that doesn't even use eggs. I don't even know what kind of cake uses eggs normally.
Like your standard cakes.
Yeah, I suppose. So. I don't know, we use fucking boxes for mostly everything.
That's what we used to.
No.
It's like
funfetti, bitch. I love funfetti. I don't know if the rest of my family likes.
I don't know. I was gonna do like a triple chocolate thing. Got the chocolate cake mix with some chocolate icing and some chocolate chips.
Oh no, I don't think most of my family be like, oh, that looks so good, but the diabetes. Like all you hear is Walter Brumley. Diabetes.
I'm Walter Brumley. Diabetes.
He comes by on a fucking rascal and he's like, be careful with that. I'm Walter Brumley. That's diabetes. And you're just like, oh, okay. But I'd eat the fuck out of it anyway. It's good diabetes.
Ooh, I wonder if I could just if I put the base with like cookie dough, and then put the cake on top of it, so you get like a cookie dough cake.
This man over here is gonna fucking turn into like cream freeze and shit. Oh Lord. Oh yeah, if we live together and you bake shit, make sure you clean stuff up. That's all I can ask.
Yeah, of
Let's
course.
just say make sure clean. I know you're better than most of the people I've roomed with. You're probably better than me at cleaning up. I may leave some dishes in the sink, but I clean them because I usually need them to cook some more. But like everybody else I've ever been with, they're just like, and we're just gonna leave this here, and we're just gonna leave this here, and forever.
No, we're just gonna have a dishwasher, and we're just like, just when you're done with it, wash it, put it in the dishwasher.
Sad part is, I don't use a dishwasher. I actually wash dishes by hand. I like a lot better. Most of the dishwashers I've ever used suck ass.
I don't know. The dishwasher we use is pretty good. Like if it's like encrusted on there, it leaves a little bit behind. But for like most of the stuff, it gets it.
That's why you like pre-scrub or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I say. Just wash it out, toss it in there.
Yeah. No. But I mean, like, I've dealt with, like, you know, our one in Austin was broken for a while or whatever. Like, when it got there, it was still full of water. Like, somebody ran it and it didn't drain. I was like, that has to be fixed. Like, before I moved in.
Mm-hmm.
And then our refrigerator broke. Our drip pan or whatever, like, got full of the thing and it fucked up. Anyway, on to is this a stupid and crazy section?
Nope.
I guess it's still tech. Should definitely be stupid and crazy, but yeah. So a little bit more. A little bit column A, a little column B. Gunmen tried to kill YouTube stars while they hid in closet. Before driving 11 hours to break into a famous YouTube couple's home, Christopher Giles, or whichever, so many ways that could be said, made notes about one of the YouTubers, police say, "I want Gavin Free to die alone with no children," he allegedly wrote. Giles, 23, is accused of breaking into the Austin, Texas house of Free and Megan Turney on January 26, armed with a gun. Giles allegedly searched the house for the couple, who hid in a closet and called 911. Investigators claim Giles was there to kill, but Giles was the only one to wind up dead. I think they're being funny or something like that. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Giles was an avid player of video games and was known for watching YouTube videos that were centered on his hobby. According to an affidavit obtained by Giles' hometown newspaper, Giles developed a fondness of Turney. According to the affidavit, which references notes investigators found on Giles' phone, he had no such fondness for Turney's boyfriend, Free. So it was after the girl. He was after the girl. Was it? Wait, so he wanted to kill the girl or Gavin?
He wanted to kill Gavin because he was jealous of what he had.
Yeah, because he was jealous of the girl. That's interesting. First of all, how the fuck did he figure out where they live?
Apparently that's a thing that happens pretty often. Is like big YouTubers. Because a lot of times I like film at their house. And then people are all like, okay, by the star charts here, and a plane flew over there.
Well, I mean, they figured out where fucking Shia LaBeouf's flags were.
Yes, they did. Oh, it was glorious for sure.
So, yeah, I guess it's fucking possible. You know how much fucking computing power and nerds you need to figure that out? There's probably a lot of people that were on
probably.
All that.
I mean, hell, they traced fucking star charts and, like, airline pathways to try and triangulate it.
Who has that fucking information? Is that
well, actually,
free?
Airline pathways are, like, publicly, the routes. You can look them up.
Why is that not a national security issue?
Because it's not. I mean, because you can track it. It's just super easy.
Again, why is that?
I mean, it's like that. It's like during the Christmas time, where that guy did the Christmas tree,
the Skywatch thing,
or whenever that plane was escaping that damn hurricane, how it was threading the needle.
Yeah, all over there. But see, like I'm saying, like. How is that not national security? Because if you knew where a plane was, you could, in theory, shoot it down. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but still. I mean, out of everything else they want to say is national security, we want your phones to be unlocked by us by just, us sneezing in a general direction because national security. But knowing where planes are and letting, plenty of people die. Nah, not national security. It's fine. Anyway. But yeah, as this goes on to say, like he just said, so he said he had no such fondness for Turney's boyfriend Free, who was best known for his YouTube channel, Slow Mo Guys. He's Gavin Free from fucking Rooster Teeth.
Rooster Teeth and the Slow Mo Guys, which is how I know him from.
Yeah. Giles resented Free for his lifestyle and success, the affidavit claims. And one note on his phone, Giles allegedly spelled out his death wish for the famous YouTuber. "I want Gavin Free to die alone with no children," Giles reportedly wrote. Why does this dude keep the shit on his phone? Hey. Turney and Free live in Austin, Texas, approximately 11 hours from Rio Ranchero, New Mexico, home where Giles lived alone. After driving the entire way, Giles arrived at the home around 3:40 a.m. on January 26. That's when Turney and Free heard gunshots and shattering glass. When they heard someone enter the house through the back door, they heard gunfire inside the home and hid in a closet while they called 911. I'm surprised he didn't check the closet. I'm also surprised that he fucking shot everything open and like ran in there. Mm-hmm. I'm also surprised they didn't fucking scream and do generic like what people do things.
I mean, proper. Good on them for doing the right things.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like if you know where he is, like you heard the gunshots or him come in, if you could find a way to get out, the best way is probably to get out and just leave. It's hard because if somebody really wants to kill you, it's super hard. Because it seems like he was just disgruntled and then left and tried to leave and then he got shot because I guess he tried to shoot the police. I don't know.
Well,
that dude obviously had. I'm sure it's going to come out.
Well, there was a gunshot.
Issues. Yeah.
And then while he was in his car trying to leave the driveway. Yeah.
Maybe he probably shot at the house one more time just randomly because he's.
Or he might have shot himself. They don't know yet.
Oh, this happened on the 26th. This is old.
Yeah, I don't know why it only came out recently.
I think it might have only just been released.
I think it was only released like 2 days ago.
Yeah, probably for Gavin and his family.
Yeah, the investigation or something.
But anyway, yeah. There you go. There's that.
Yep. So on to a local public access channels can intervene in a Comcast lawsuit. Because fuck Comcast. A federal judge has ruled that Vermont's public access cable channels have a big stake in the outcome of Comcast's suit against the state of Vermont and can intervene in it.
Okay.
Judge...
Judy?
Judge...
I'm making jokes.
Joffrey... That is Joffrey, right?
Yeah, Joe's Joffrey Coffer. The only time I ever see Joffrey is from fucking ye oldies shit.
Game of Thrones is what I get reminded of.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I don't want Game of Thrones.
Geoffrey Crawford, sitting in the U.S. District Court in Rutland, ruled last week that public access stations depend on networks maintained by cable operators like Comcast to reach their viewers. Any change in the conditions under which Comcast must carry their programming affects them greatly. The commission, yep, absolutely. The commission then called the Public Service Board. The commission called the Public Service Board ruled 13 months ago in favor of allowing Comcast a permit to continue operating its cable television systems in the state for the next 11 years, but the permit came with conditions. Number 1, Comcast must build 550 miles of line extensions to reach Vermonters who currently don't have access to cable television. The company must not only carry public access channels, but within a year it must list the programs being shown. Must not only carry public access channels, but must list the programs being shown on each channel for its digital television guide. Comcast must also provide connections for live programming events, such as select board meetings, when the location is within 500 feet of a network connection point. It must participate in a new regulatory proceeding that will determine whether the company has to carry public access channels in HD. The company objected, first asking the board to reconsider, and when that failed, they sued the state in federal court.
Okay.
Several of the conditions imposed by regulators on Comcast appear to have a direct bearing on the operations of the public access cable stations, and that's why they asked for the authority to become a party on the case. Intervener status enables the public access groups to call witnesses, submit evidence, and file for an appeal if they get an adverse ruling. Good on them. Fuck Comcast trying to get out of their deal. I mean, hell, they have a fucking contract with the government for 10 years. 11 years.
Yep.
All they gotta do is just run 550 miles worth of cable.
Which is, I don't think that's much.
It's really not.
Also, it's all copper, too.
Yeah, compared to the entire amount of the state.
Mm-hmm.
Just run the goddamn cable.
Run the goddamn cable, Bobby.
Anyway, so now we're in stupid and crazy.
Now we are indeed stupid and crazy. Oh no. I just read the next fucking one. Oh no. Oops, I fucking misspelled stupid. Let's did it again. I'm the stupid one here. Apparently. Fucking... anyway. Chinese woman joins handbag in X-ray machine. Worried about your bags being stolen at security? One Chinese woman joined her handbag through an X-ray machine to prevent just that. Staff at Dongguan railway station in southern China were shocked to find the silhouette of the train commuter on their X-ray monitors. And I'm assuming this is the picture. What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
What is it? Like, did she just crawl through the machine?
Yes.
Or what?
I mean, you can still see your damn high heels.
That's kind of nifty, honestly, to see, like, everything come through the X-ray machine. Also see her body. It's nifty. See her organs and her bones. That's kind of cool that it works that way. I know. I'm just, like, amazed by how well this works.
Look at that. It's so strange.
It is strange.
It's like, I gotta protect my handbag. I'm going in with it!
Is that a fucking pot? It's a fucking, like, cooking pot. It's like a strainer and something.
Mm-hmm. Like, what's all this stuff right here?
That's somebody's bag. What is all this shit?
What is all
this?
of this?
Is this a fucking trash bag or something? I don't understand.
I don't know.
What is all that there? There's a bunch of stuff. Honestly, if I was an X-ray tech, I'd be like, that's bomb-making equipment. It looks like a bunch of wires and shit, honestly.
Yeah.
I guess, like, anything, metal, or, something like that would register like this, and then all the organics would be all this weird shit. The fuck does she have? It's so weird. Even her high heels and shit are there. It's kind of funny. Lord have mercy.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I find it more funny than ridiculous. Anyway, an online video showed the bizarre incident took place on Sunday during the Lunar New Year travel rush. After climbing off the conveyor belt, the woman checked her bags and left. Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
I bet the fucking X-ray tech's like just looks out from behind his monitor like, and then goes back. Anyway. Extraordinary X-ray images show the woman kneeling on all fours behind her luggage, still wearing high-heeled shoes. It's unclear why the woman was so anxious about her handbag, but many people in China carry large amounts of cash when traveling home for Chinese New Year. The commuter had earlier placed her suitcase on the conveyor belt before attempting to walk through the security scanner with a small handbag. Footage from Pearl Pair video shows.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, Chinese New Year's is the largest mass migration of humans. That's just annually, with nearly 400 million people traveling back to China, and then nearly 700 million traveling within China.
Jeez, China.
It's ridiculous.
She was then told all the bags had to go through the X-ray machine, but she refused to part with her handbag. Her solution was to join her belongings on the conveyor belt, and she climbed down the other side unscathed, with one security guard laughing with surprise. So they didn't even try to stop. What could go? I guess it's like what could fucking go wrong. I guess it's like me if I was security guard, just like kind of like we do with the teachers. It's like, listen, lady, whatever the hell you want to do, I'm just telling you that has to go through. Whether you want to go through it or not, that's on you. And then I'll just whisper, "Crazy bitch."
So, during the Winter Olympics, a record number of condoms have been given out to athletes.
What? Where are they at?
They're in Pyeongchang.
Where's that? Is that South Korea?
South Korea.
Oh, the South Korean ladies getting some action.
No, the Olympians themselves.
With South Koreans or with each other?
With each other.
They're like, oh man, you're hot, I'm hot, let's make babies.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how that works. Like, you're hot, I'm hot, let's fuck.
We could breed the best.
They would be the strongest.
Yes.
So athletes competing in the Winter Olympics have been handed out 110,000 condoms.
God damn.
A record number for the games.
No shit.
It works out to roughly 38 condoms each and gives competitors enough opportunity to heat up what could be the coldest winter games in 20 years.
I mean, okay, no, if they get 38 each, I buy 36 packs all the time. So that's about normal. I couldn't see. They're only there for how long?
Like a week and a half.
I don't know if I could. I guess if I'm just fucking all the time. I don't know. That's more than I could do. Like, hold up. I gotta get my fucking sex drive going or something.
Oh, 16 days.
Oh, okay. So it's 2 weeks and some change.
So
that makes more sense.
Manufacturer convenience donated most of the condoms, but doesn't expect the athletes to use them all. With the competition lasting just 16 days, it would be some achievement. They're Olympics, man. They're Olympians.
So
man.
see, that's what
They're
I'm
going
saying.
for gold.
Okay, so they just did a lot of stuff. Going for gold, and then all of a sudden, fucking Trojan Magnum commercials and shit.
That'd be a good commercial. Trojan, get on that.
There you go. Yeah, I know, right? There's an idea. We're better than your marketing department already. Hire us. Pay me money for that idea. Also,
hookups are rumored to be commonplace in the Olympic Village. Despite the large quantity, at least one athlete had apparently questioned the quality of the condoms handed out.
he's probably like some dude. Will these work for me? What do you mean, zips? Oh, we have just the thing for you, sir.
Plenty of athletes have been spotted on Tinder since the games began in Pyeongchang.
That's pretty good.
With an Instagram account even briefly being set up to document them all.
Oh my.
The dating app has given athletes in the Olympic Village free access to Tinder Gold, an upgraded version that allows them to see who swiped right on them.
Wow.
Tinder also has reported an increase of 2,000% in people using Tinder Passport, a feature that lets users change their location to anywhere in the world to be on the radar of the athletes in the village.
Oof. That's funny.
God damn. The Olympic Games in Rio in 2016 saw a record number of condoms handed out to the athletes in the Summer Games of 450,000.
Jesus Christ, what? Okay, that's because Rio is Rio, I guess.
Well, also, there's probably more athletes in the Summer Games.
That too. There's more athletes in the Summer Games. That's very true.
Still, 500,000 condoms, essentially. It's like, fuck like rabbits, but be safe.
Safety first. Remember, everybody.
Next.
Safety first. Yes. Skier... what? Skier lost in New York doesn't know how they got to California. Excuse me? What? Police on Wednesday were trying to piece together how a 49-year-old skier whose disappearance sparked a massive search on a snowy New York mountainside ended up 6 days later in California. Confused and still in ski clothes, Toronto firefighter Konstantinos Danny Philippidis, fuck kind of name is that, told investigators he doesn't know what happened after he was reported missing Wednesday, February 7th from Whiteface Mountain during an annual ski trip with colleagues. Search ended Tuesday when Philippidis turned up in Sacramento, California, some 2,500 miles west of the Adirondacks. I don't know where any of that shit is. Frank Romano, president of the Toronto Professional Firefighters Association, told reporters at a news conference Tuesday evening that Philippidis' appearance appeared to be confused and was unable to give direct answers. He had phoned his wife and called her by a nickname. She quickly recognized the voice, and it was him. Romeo said. They lost contact, and he contacted her again, and they kept him on the phone and asked him to call 911 to get help, to get him help as soon as possible. Philippidis told deputies he remembered little, but thought that he'd suffered a head injury, rode in a big rig-style truck, and slept a lot.
Those are hallmarks of a head injury.
Yep, Sergeant Sean Hampton of the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department. The dude in the big rig truck didn't, decide to pull over. Also, if he suffered a head injury, he could have had a fucking, concussion. He could have died because he was sleeping. He probably does have a concussion. He probably did have a concussion. He's fucking lucky he's alive. It's probably why he forgot, because he's temporary amnesia due to the concussion.
Yeah. I mean, he probably still needs to get super checked out and serious.
Also, again, how did a truck driver fucking take him all the way from New York all the way over there?
It's apparently he was still, and it said that in the story, apparently he was still wearing his, skiing
Yeah, he's still wearing his ski uniform.
So it's you're going to California? Sure, hop in.
It's kind of funny that he'd say, he might have, fucking just kind of knocked out, and then, it's kind of like when you're drunk and you're, really fucked up, you just start saying things. His subconscious I think California would be good. So I took the man to California. He said everything perfectly fine. He acted alright. His alter ego came out and he was just fucking straight balling. Why are you wearing ski clothes? Oh, no, don't worry about it. I feel like Barnett would do something like that. I could just imagine Barnett talking as this dude. No, it'll be alright. Let's go to Cali. Because Barnett was in Cali anyway. Oh, California. No tab party.
And finally, the last story of the evening. So a Pennsylvania pastor caught by cops in a car with a bound naked man.
Oof.
Says he was counseling him.
Sexually.
Yeah. So a pastor in western Pennsylvania is speaking out after being accused of open lewdness and indecent exposure after being caught by police with a bound naked man in a car parked on a public street. It's great.
The Lord Jesus spoke through me to this man.
It's great how he tries to deny it.
Do what?
So it's great how he tries to deny it. He's like, the pastor, 61-year-old George Nelson Gregory, said that he was counseling a young man with a drug problem. Police are responding to a report of a suspicious vehicle parked outside of a home around 11:30 p.m. Friday. They reported that they arrived at the Homestead, Pennsylvania, location to find two men inside. Police said one man identified Gregory was in the back seat and the other man was completely naked and bound with nylon rope in the front seat.
Sounds kinky.
Yeah. When the criminal complaint says, when officers asked what was going on, Gregory allegedly said the two were just playing and that he and the other men meet up from time to time to play with each other. The other man confirmed that what they were doing was consensual.
Yeah, well, at least, if there's any good nude, at least it was nude. Nude? Hello, me.
The nude dude?
At least in good news, it was consensual, I guess. That's weird.
Yeah.
But that's all we have for tonight, folks. Wow, we actually ended up finishing quite early. It's good. Very short.
No, but I love this. He's like, I won't deny that he began to take off his clothes and proposition me, but I will deny it on a stack of Bibles. With God as my witness, I did nothing.
Oh, I thought you were done with the story. My bad. I thought you were read the bottom.
It's over. Whatever.
I know. But Gregor also pointed out that he had his clothes on during the alleged incident, so there's no reason for me to be charged with open lewdness. So then he basically goes around and saying he doesn't deny it because he had his clothes on. I had my clothes on during. It was fun. Anyway. But again, thank you.
Yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this evening on Table Talk Thursday, episode 45. If you like what we do, check us out. Check out our VOTSI 4. Check out on Tuesday. Harpy here does an anime talk show with a friend of ours, High Kick. And every other week they have a special guest on to provide interesting commentary about their thoughts and ideas on anime.
Yes.
It happens when?
7:30 p.m. CST.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday, yes.
So check them out there, and like I said, we got a late start today due to some technical difficulties, but we generally try to start at about 8 p.m.
8 to 8:30 here. I'm just going to start saying
keeps getting later.
Yeah, well, it was originally 7:30, but yeah, no, it's definitely 8 to 8:30 nowadays.
Yeah. So 8 to 8:30 CST on Thursdays. Anyways, have a good evening, folks.
Yep.